Hey guys, I'm Smith Bay and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hey, what's up? I hope you can be a part of my little community. Let's jump into why you clicked on this video, you know what I mean? So back in the day, I had a crush on this guy. He was so fine, you know what I mean? I thought he was gonna be my baby daddy, but push comes to shove, things happened and the man broke my heart twice, which we'll get into that in later on videos. But yeah, he was always mad. He was yeah, that crush, my high school crush. So yeah, he was fine. He was fine, okay?
When I tell you this man is so fine, when I tell you this man is scrump-dilly-icious, he make me wanna, oh God.
And he was one of the crushes that we both liked each other back, so you know what I mean? But yeah, things went sour between us and then whatever or whatnot. But then this other guy I was dealing with very slightly, slightly, we only hanged out twice, yeah. But basically, what was I gonna say? But basically, well, you know what I mean, he we were talking whatever, because I found out that he went to we went to the same high school together, which was crazy because it's I never we didn't know each other. We were in the same class too, but he grew up didn't know who he was. And then now I'm what, we went to the same school, what? But basically, yeah, so then I found out we're talking about people that we knew, and then he's yeah, so and so, and I'm oh yeah, I knew him too, and I'm wow, obviously I'm not gonna be yeah, I knew him, I thought he was gonna be my baby daddy, I liked him off and blah blah blah. I'm not gonna tell him all that, you know what I mean? So basically I was just yeah, I knew him, but he's yeah, but now he's locked up. I'm he's in jail, he is a jailbird right now. So
oh my god,
crazy. So then I did my research, and then fast forward to a couple months later, there was another dude that I dealt with briefly that went to that same school too, and I knew they were bridges, they were close. So I was on his Instagram or whatever, and then I seen that the man was on there in the photo or whatever. So I'm okay, so he was tagged, so I clicked the tag, and then I was messaging whoever was, because I found the Instagram page. But apparently it was his friend, so because I messaged him, I'm hey, so and so, do you remember me? We went to high school together. And he's oh no, this is not me, I'm his friend, whatever. But how do you know him? And then after rate tay blase blase, he eventually told me where the man was staying at and what institution he was in. So I'm okay, cool. So then once I found out all those details, I just wrote to him. Basically this is the letter that he sent back, because basically I sent the letter to him and read all the rules too, because there's a lot of rules that you can't do. I noticed in jail there's a lot of things that you can't send in the mail. So I wanted I got these cute stickers, and I wanted to put them on there when I first sent the letter out. But basically they were just his institution list. It said you can't do all this, you can't send stickers, you can't do this, that, and that, this and the fourth. So I didn't post any stickers on there. But I think the time I wrote the letter to him, basically it was Christmas time. So it was so I got a really nice card, and I got a really nice envelope. And basically I kind of lied, because basically I didn't want him to know that I was talking to his friend, and I didn't want him to know that the other guy I was talking to is the reason why I even knew he was in jail. Because I'm maybe it could be a love connection, again, you can spark up something from we did back in high school. But now it's fuck you and fuck your friends and fuck whatever.
First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim.
I just didn't want to let him know everything that happened, how I got here and how I'm writing this letter to him, because I'm no, because this might be like a potential love connection. So like I'm not gonna tell him my whereabouts. I'm not gonna let him know my whereabouts.
I love me somebody else.
So basically wrote in the letter like, you know, this is how I found out, and basically like, you know, like I just like, you know, hope that you're good, like, you know what I mean. And I know that we kind of ended off in like bad terms and stuff in high school, but like, you know, I'm just like kind of still there for you, because, you know, and to be in that situation, especially like, you know, so young, because like I'm 24, so same age, right? And he's been in there for like, I guess 4 years now. So when basically barely when he turned 20, man was in there. So that's why I was like, you know, whatever, like I feel you, you know. I don't like to see another brother up in jail either. Like it's just not the place. So yeah, I was basically catched up, but I think I like asked him like questions and stuff, like, oh, like are you with anybody, or like how was your sex life, or how's your sex life down there, and you know, do you have like, what's it called, conjugal visits. Like I asked him all that questions because I'm like so like forward, like how I am forward, so I'm like asking bigger questions. I asked all that stuff, you know. And then eventually he ended up calling me first, and then he sent me this letter. Like he called me first to see like who I was, not who I was, but he basically called me just to basically, I guess, confirm that it was me from high school and whatever. And we talked on the phone for a bit, and then after then, like I would say basically like, I guess like maybe like a month after we had like a phone conversation, then he sent me this letter. So I'm gonna read this letter to you guys. So he's like, LMFAO, haha, you don't even know your letter put a huge smile on my face. And to answer your question, not at the moment, be single, searching for love, LOL. Yeah, so I asked him about like you know, his love life and stuff, because I wanted to know. Like I was trying to hook up, like not hook up, but like, you know, I was watching a lot of Love After Lockup, and if you guys don't know that show, y'all need to check it out because it is so good. I am so addicted. But like, yeah, I was watching a lot of that, so I was like, bro, like if this works out, like bro, we can be on this show and like let the world know about like how we started, because it would have been so cute. Like we met like when we were 14, but man ruined it. Of course I'm going to ask you if you have a man though, because yeah, when he first called me on the phone, he was like, it was not even like how like how you doing, like, you know what I mean. It's like, yo, you're a man, you have a man, you have a man. I'm like, no, I don't have a man, okay? I'm like, man, like, I don't want you to be my man. Like, I'm trying to find out what's going on with you in every aspect of your life and make sure you're good. It's okay that you're a little shy on the phone. I kind of figured it would be a little awkward, especially if you're just finding out about my situation. I was more detailed in my letter because I was like, yeah, I can ask him whatever I want, you know what I mean? Sorry to hear that your relationship wasn't great, but you already know you learned a lot about yourself in those situations. I know I have, so don't sweat that BS. If it wasn't meant to be, it's alright, because there's always someone better around the corner.
Alright guys, so that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are interested in watching part 2, just don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you'll be the first to watch this. Don't forget, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you are a fly gem. Stay weird, my friends.